There at half-time. What will turn on the lights in this second half? Alan?
Well, Nuno will be very happy with the way that's gone that first half, because Man United didn't pose enough threat towards Wolves, and as I said earlier, from a Man United point of view, they have to shift the ball quicker, take less touches on the ball.
Well, the Manchester United players are out on the field of play. No sign of Wolves players yet. Maybe they come out when they sing about them. They're doing it now. How do you see it going in?
Well, I think the Wolves, they shouldn't change their game plan. They should just, I think they should sit back. I think, Man United have got to get themselves going a bit. I think it's Wolves can do what they're doing, catch them on the break. They've had the best chances.
There they are. Little few jumps and a squat or two, and they'll be ready, Paul.
Yeah, they will be, and they'll be confident. The first half, we said before, me and Wright was saying, Maitland ain't really at it. So Wolves got to take a lot of confidence on that, and if they could just raise that extra 10% and get chances down the size of them, then they could win this game.
OK, we shall soon find out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, will the magic run continue? Let's join Martin Keown and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. It's going to be Wolves to get the second half started. And just quickly, time for us to pass on our condolences whilst we're in the West Midlands, and all our thoughts to the family and many friends of West Bromwich Albion Club Secretary Simon Carrington, who passed away tragically young at just 34 yesterday after a battle with cancer. And all our thoughts with all at Albion. Luke Shaw. It's won by Dendoncker. It's Rashford, and he's going to get that. And Connor Cody is not going to get to him in time, but Rashford has put it wide. Cody covered enough ground to make it that little bit more difficult.
He did, but that's frightening pace, isn't it? Rashford started his second half straight out the blocks. It's the last thing you want as a defender, faced with that. Cody does enough, though, just manages to get across, but Rashford just can't wrap his foot around this enough.
So a chance within the first minute of the second half. That bodes well for what we're about to see. Manchester United look to have a little bit more hustle about them right from the off.
Well, they need to improve, don't they? I'm sure at half-time there was some harsh words from the manager, a bit more intent. Just looking at Martial, is already playing much more centrally. I wonder if they're going to change their system slightly. No, he's out here on the left again.
Roman Saiz looking for Jimenez, and Sergio Romero has loads of time to sort that one out at his leisure. Smalling to Lindelof. Now Shaw. Martial's touch, Pogba. Ruben Neves couldn't get enough of the ball. Lingard with the drive straight against Cody. Jimenez. His hold-up play is excellent.
It is, isn't it? Outstanding.
Diogo Jota.
He doesn't do bad either, just maybe needs to improve on his goal tally.
Just 6 this season for Diogo Jota, including a hat-trick against Leicester in January.
His first goal didn't come, did it, till Christmas time?
He was Wolves' leading scorer last season as they came up, scored 18 in all competitions. Nobody in the penalty area here. Jimenez is making his way now, but the ball's gone the other way. Ruben Neves. He is, he is. And he rarely needs a second invite.
No, he loves it, doesn't he? Windy conditions. As soon as he gets that ball, he's got one thing in mind. Just tees it up, and it's just bending away. No danger there.
I mean, that is miles out.
It is, but, if you've seen some of the goals that this man has scored, it's quite remarkable. Maybe one not as far out as that, though.
He's got a good goal in the third round against Liverpool. John Ruddy's done really well there.
Exceptionally well. Got the ball as well.
Offside Raul Jimenez, though. It's going to be a free kick for Manchester United. Well, Nuno was a goalkeeper himself. He knows what's good. He will have approved of that. Ruben Neves. Jimenez to Dendoncker, who's got a touch fortunate there. Cody. How he's come on as a footballer since being released by Liverpool.
Very much so. See how he just comes running out with the ball there when they put him under pressure. Knows how to react in that position.
Through towards Jimenez. Jimenez will have to do it by himself. Luke Shaw was keeping him company.
Takes the ball, doesn't he? Jimenez so well into his path, look, pointing where he wants it. Good first touch, and I think he gets lent on a little bit there by Shaw. Just gets his body across, just leaning backwards.
Luke Shaw is a thick-set figure these days, and it's quite clear he does a lot of weight work.
He's been out injured, hasn't he, on and off for a long time. I suppose he's been in the gym bulking up a bit.
Ruben Neves. Had to wait too long to receive the ball there.
They're real technicians in there. Neves, what a lovely little chip that he put in there. Floated little pass. Great technique.
For all that, Martin, watching Wolves, do you get the feeling that there's so much ability, they could actually be even better?
Well, they are. I think what they're doing, they're just allowing Manchester United to have the ball, and they're very deep. And it's a big ask to get up and alongside those strikers coming from deep, particularly with their midfield players. They're great with the ball and really got a runner in there, have they, that runs. Dendoncker is asked to do that. I'm not sure he's quite got the legs to join every time.
Back with Chris Smalling. It's just the smell of a little bit more intensity from both teams since half-time. And there's still mistakes like that.
Yeah, Matic there, inexcusable, giving the ball away.
Mistakes like that too. Bolly with an aimless loft.
Well, everybody's coming towards him and he's tried to play it into the channel, and then you can look stupid.
Shaw. Rashford. Rashford sliding through on the follow-through has caught Dendoncker, and he's caught the attention of Martin Atkinson too. He's going to get a yellow card here, and like Matic before him, if Manchester United go on and win and get through to Wembley to the semi-final, he won't be playing in it. No, huge miss.
It is, and it's Cody as well that pinches it brilliantly, and then Rashford reacts, and then he goes in with 2 feet. You can't really question that booking. He's out of control there.
Romelu Lukaku currently out with a foot injury. I don't think that's long-term, but Roberto Martinez has already said that it's going to rule him out of Belgium's games over the next fortnight.
Big miss, Lukaku, who's just coming into top form.
Jimenez. Dendoncker. Pogba got a touch to it. And it's going to go behind for a Wolves corner. And the volume rises around Molineux. Raul Jimenez, biggest fan. He's another big fan. Willy Bolly again with that casual gum-chewing stroll towards the penalty area. João Moutinho in. Too high for Bolly. Oh, that looked like a super save by Sergio Romero. Flicked onto the bar and over to keep out Raul Jimenez.
Well, it's a wonderful ball in, isn't it? What a header this is, and look, fantastic save from the goalkeeper. Fingertip stuff. Really is, and what a reaction that is.
What a man to have in reserve. João Moutinho. Martial couldn't get past Doherty. João Moutinho. Pogba. Martial claims a push from Doherty. Game is allowed to go on, and Pogba is caught there by João Moutinho.
I think it was a foul on Martial initially.
Matic. Back with Lindelof. Shaw. Pogba. And De Herrera. Matic. Lingard. Herrera just managed to dig it out to Pogba. Shaw. Martial. Shaw got it into the feet of Pogba. Cody's there to win it.
So many bodies back there, isn't it? Manchester United going down the middle. Too much traffic there, I'm afraid.
Played straight out by Victor Lindelof. Wolves throw.
Well, I mean, you have to say De Gea is the goalkeeper, but this fella, what about that for a save? He's certainly earning his money this evening. He knows a thing or two about goalkeeping. He can't believe it either.
Two superb saves from Sergio Romero in the game. The 32-year-old Argentinian who was in goal at the 2014 World Cup final for his country, but has been a backup for some years at Sampdoria, and ever since he came to Manchester United. He's better than that. Here's Raul Jimenez. Ruben Neves. João Moutinho. Doherty wants it wide. And he nearly got it too, via Neves' shot that was blocked as soon as he hit it.
Well, if you give him an inch, he's going to shoot, isn't he? If you stand off him.
On the ball again, Ruben Neves. And it was left by Raul Jimenez, and coming in was Diogo Jota, but not quite at the right speed.
This time, though, he read it, didn't he? Just couldn't get on the end of it. Just watch Jimenez there, just how clever he is. He knows, look, doesn't touch it. Great ball in again once more.
So that, to me, is where the way offside is viewed these days is a bit of an ass of a law, because the cross comes in, he's got to be active, hasn't he? Because
correct.
He's in the line of vision of Smalling and Romero.
I'm sure VAR, if we'd have needed it there, would have cleared that one up.
How sure?
I'm pretty sure. Let's have some confidence in them.
You're doing better than me. João Moutinho. Across to Doherty. Wolves on the up here. Raul Jimenez. Back to Doherty. Jimenez. João Moutinho. His turn to have a go, and his turn to bring the best out of Sergio Romero.
Well, he's been asked the question again. Moutinho, look at this for quality. Look, keeper scampering across his goal. Fingertips again.
Pretty half-hearted closing by Ander Herrera.
Well, exactly. I don't think he thought he was going to shoot.
Manchester United's man of the match at the moment. João Moutinho to put the corner in. That's a disappointing one. Easy for Rashford. Martial. Pogba. Darlow had to get around the ref. João Moutinho. Matic takes charge. Dropping ever deeper though. Saiz.
He's having to, isn't he? It's all Wolves in the second half.
Willy Bolly. Ruben Neves. Long-range shooting better than long-range passing at times.
Just rushed that one a little bit, Neves.
Wolves fans sense, though, that this is their team's time. Best of the rest in the Premier League right now. 7th place at start of play today, anyway. And they've had 5 times as many shots as Manchester United on target in the game tonight. They've actually done really well against the top 6, relatively speaking. They've won 2. They've beaten Spurs and Chelsea this season. Shaw through to Rashford. Roman Saiz had a hold of him. Rashford is back at him. Rashford has to keep his temper under control on a booking. Raul Jimenez. And he's taken Shaw out. Advantage given. Ander Herrera. Pogba. Martial. Martial threads it in. Rashford didn't get anything. It's back with Ander Herrera. Pogba. Shaw's back to his feet. Martial. Shaw down. Ball out.
Well, it's really the first time we've seen something apart from the very beginning of the second half when Rashford run through. First time Manchester United have been in this half at all.
Lindelof. Smalling. And De Herrera. Lingard. Lindelof. Pogba. Shaw. Trying to walk the ball into the penalty area.
They're overplaying down this left-hand side particularly. Shaw's a lot better when he just knocks it out of his feet and gets those crosses in.
Lingard now to Herrera. Darlow. Herrera's forced back to Chris Smalling. Herrera. Matic. There's just no way through, but they're creeping there, Manchester United. That one's cut out by Ruben Neves, and Jota is taken out by a slide from Ander Herrera. An ill-judged slide that's got him a yellow card.
Yeah, I think he knows exactly what he's doing here. He's frightened of Wolves on the break, but just knocks it through his legs and takes him out.
Bit of a slip and a slide to come to his defence slightly, but I think he knew what the outcome would be.
Manchester United just don't seem to be able to get Pogba on the ball, do they? At any moment, he's playing very central in there, and they're almost trying to force it through the middle.
Do they need to get him further upfield more often?
I think so. He's got to. He's certainly not at his best. He's had good moments driving with the ball, but they can't find him. He can't find space tonight.
Volley. Played out by Johnny Castro-Otto. Quick reminder for you that tonight, 10:20 BBC One Match of the Day will have highlights of today's 3 Premier League games. That's following the news, but it's also providing this game doesn't go to extra time and penalties, which is where we are right now. And then tomorrow, it is the final FA Cup quarter-final for you. Into the Lions' Den. Millwall host Brighton. That's from 1:40 on BBC One, with the semi-final draw to follow. Manchester City are in it. Watford are in it. Manchester United and Wolves in it for now, but they won't be by the end of tonight. Well, one of them won't be. Lingard's hobbled away from a challenge that has brought about a United free kick.
Just gets caught by Neves there. In fairness, the ball bounces up, doesn't it, from his touch? Look, just bounces up, and then it's a foul. No excuse.
Incidentally, talking about Match of the Day tonight, if you haven't seen the scores, I've always wanted to say that. There's some cracking action for you. Only 3 games, but plenty going on. Shaw. Out comes Ruddy. Another, we've talked about Sergio Romero, there's another really handy number 2 keeper.
For sure, named in the Championship Team of the Year, wasn't he, last year? Patricio coming in.
Yeah, talk about unlucky. 24 clean sheets in the Championship last season, but then ruled not quite good enough for the top flight, or not as good as Rui Patricio.
No, Patricio, though, what a signing he was, £16 million. And think of what's been spent on goalkeepers. They've got 2 outstanding ones here.
Luke Shaw. Rashford looks offside. Flag has stayed down for now. And Rashford has been fouled. Free kick for United.
It's interesting there because he did look offside. Doesn't look like they're going to give it.
No, it's a United free kick.
There's no doubt about the foul on him.
No doubt at all.
No, just straight through the back.
And there's a point. Assistant referee's encouraged when VAR's in operation to keep the flag down, but when it doesn't result in a goal and it leads to a free kick that might come to a goal, oh, we'll leave that talking point for later.
And this is going to be one of Rashford's wicked crosses coming in here, I feel.
Rashford was wicked, wasn't it? Didn't get a touch though. There was a Wolves flick, it seems, because it's a United throw.
Well, that could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? Rashford blasting that across the goal. Really is a wicked ball.
Darlow. Good leap from Johnny. Diogo Jota, he's ganged up on. It's a good challenge by Diogo Dalot there. One of the challenges in there wasn't good though in the rest view. Free kick Wolves.
Well, he's going to have to be careful now. He's been booked, hasn't he? He's had a kick. He's had a little kick there as well.
I think there was a bit of revenge there on Johnny. He felt Johnny Castrotto had fouled him in the first place.
Well, Johnny was running through on goal, I think you'll find there. That's more likely why he wants to do it.
Had a long way to go.
Yes, but he's got to be careful, Herrera.
Over to Doherty. He's got his angry head on Ander Herrera. Doherty, beaten by Shaw. Pogba. Didn't even look likely to get past Jean Coutinho. And here's Diogo Jota. Jimenez. Rides the challenge of Matic to shoot. Shaw. It's as lively as it's been right now. Jesse Lingard. And he didn't look really likely to get past Ruben Neves there either. Throw for Wolves.
Did well there, Neves, didn't he? Lingard maybe not quite as sharp as we've seen him earlier in the season.
He looks fit enough though. He's lasted 3/4 of the game now.
United warming up their substitutes, are they? No. Just got out there.
No real attacking options for United on the bench tonight.
No.
There's Diogo Jota. Here is Jean Coutinho with Jimenez to the left. Darlow. Back with Jean Coutinho. Ruben Neves. Can he find a way across to Doherty? He's done that. Said, didn't we, at the start? Cody to Doherty, Neves to Doherty. It's a well-trodden Wolves route.
And these wing-backs are really pulling all those Manchester United players back, aren't they? Martial reluctantly there, trying to track the run of Doherty.
Ruben Neves. Doherty. Once again, that combination. Jimenez. Anything in that. Ander Herrera seemed to bar the run of Diogo Jota, who's not complaining too much.
I don't think there's anything wrong. That's what Herrera does do well, by the way. Filling in his midfield. Look, great little ball. Jimenez just blocks the run off.
You would always say good defending, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Johnny. Here's Doherty. A measured ball in. Chris Smalling timed his jump. João Moutinho. Moutinho's got through. Jimenez can't get it out of his boots. Now Jimenez. He's got it into the net. That's been coming from the team in the old gold. Rich pickings for Raul Jimenez right now. And Wolves are 20 minutes away from an FA Cup semi-final.
Well, that man Jimenez, he just would not be denied. I mean, when it comes back into him, initially, it's almost like it gets stuck under his feet. But look at this for brilliant approach play here. I mean, how does he get through here? Great bit of trickery. Picks out the pass and he can't get it out of his feet. He swivels on it and he hits the back of the net. It's a wonderful strike from him. Coutinho there, I think, going through. Great bit of skill. Doesn't he do well? Just sticks at his task, pulls the trigger, and he puts his team in front.
And he finds a way past the brilliant Sergio Romero. A goal for Nuno's Wolves. Raul Jimenez has put in a classic number 9 performance tonight. Persistence pays off.
Didn't they deserve that guy? The way that they've started this second half, they've been magnificent, really. They just one attack after another. Romero's been quite brilliant in goal as well, you have to say.
Manchester United made a change in the immediate aftermath of the goal. It's a rhyming change. Off Herrera, on Pereira. Martial. United throw. Martial. Down. Free kick just outside the box. One thing we do know, Martin, Manchester United will come at Wolves now.
They will. They've got a proud history as well, haven't they? Doherty there making the foul. Look, I think he's anxious to make that challenge before he gets into the box, Martial. This will be Rashford probably once more.
Andres Pereira is the other player who's only just walked onto the field. Scored a stunning goal against Southampton at the beginning of the month, 2 weeks ago. It is going to be Andreas Pereira, and it's straight into the wall, which was built of stout stuff. Lingard. Shaw. Pereira. Andres Pereira has got the shot in, and again John Ruddy has such good awareness of where his posts are. He pulled his hand away.
Yep, you have to say it's not a bad effort. It's a player coming off the bench with lots of confidence, but the keeper not being troubled there.
One of the reasons for the change, well, there are a number of reasons. Ander Herrera just coming back from a hamstring injury will be one, but his booking will have been another, because the eyes had started to go a bit as well.
They certainly had. It's a good decision to take him off.
Lindelof, Matic. What a noise at Molineux.
And the
Home
team,
of Wolverhampton Wanderers for 130 years.
Guy, the team is really responding, aren't they? At the club here. And there's been a lot of barren years, you have to say. When was the last time they won a trophy? 1980?
League Cup, Nottingham Forest, Andy Gray and all that, Emlyn Hughes. And Wolves haven't been in an FA Cup final since winning it in 1960. Beat Blackburn 3-0 that day, side captained by Bill Slater, who sadly died in December, age 91. Jerry Harris and Ron Flowers still living.
I think, though, the fans sense, don't they, this is their best team for some years.
Well, they have been talking, this is the best Wolves side since the great Stan Cullis team. Matic. United corner. Of course, we can't talk about Wolves and FA Cup finals just yet. They aren't even in the semi yet. 15 big minutes left. In from Darlow. Bolly was there for it. And another one will come in from Darlow shortly. Just absolutely in total control of himself.
Well, exactly, and they look very comfortable at the moment. It's going to have to be some ball in, isn't it, to beat those defenders.
Andreas Pereira. As the scoreline stands, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer heading for a second defeat in a row. Diogo Jota. Trying to get past Shaw, and he has got past Shaw. Jota! Gets past Romero too! Wolves are getting past Manchester United. Wembley beckons for the Wolves. When this team comes at you on the counter, they come at you hard and quick.
Well, Jota there, you can sense him. He knows, doesn't he? He's fired up. He sees Luke Shaw there, putting that ball back in, and he comes out. What about his pace here, by the way? Absolutely fantastic. Turns Shaw inside out. What a great finish at the end of it. The near post to beat the keeper. Plenty of power. Pace in that shot. What a finish.
His 7th goal of the season. What a noise there was to greet it. Maybe Sergio Romero might have done a little bit better with that one, but it was on him so quickly. Look at that.
Wow, that spirit. Look at the players celebrating. Had a good chance, didn't he, in the first half? Didn't take it. Wasn't going to miss this one. They're so fired up, these Wolves players.
You talked about them at the start, Martin. Strike partnerships are coming back into fashion, and these two are a good one.
They love playing with one another as well, don't they? You know, look for one another.
Luke Shaw. And John Ruddy will gather it. Wolves looked a little ruffled at the back there.
Well, it's a ball in, isn't it, Shaw? Finally putting one in without thinking about it. Test them.
Bolly. Raul Jimenez is on the move again. Lindelof is trying to trap him. That's a good bit of defending.
It is. Jimenez, though, is such a willing runner, isn't he? They only know one way to play here at Wolves. They want to attack whenever they can.
I've seen him play several times for Mexico at World Cup, seen him play for Benfica where he was a substitute more often than not, and thought, he's all right, he's better than all right.
Well, he certainly hasn't. He picked up what the FA Cup means as well, because they played with such a passion today, Wolves, both front players.
Up towards Raul Jimenez once more. Chris Smalling is watching that carefully. Sergio Romero won't get to it. Listen to the roar from the Sir Jack Hayward stand. That's the stand Wolves are attacking. They sucked that ball into them.
Well, it looks like just a punt up the pitch, but Neves has put a great ball in there again. Jimenez making the run, forcing the error from Smalling.
Mexican wrestler's mask and the thumbs up given to Raul Jimenez. They haven't seen something like this for quite a few years. They maybe haven't seen it at all. And I wish we hadn't seen that at all. It's cold, really. They'll be happy to look at the scoreboard and see that. And Wolves are only hungry for more. João Moutinho. Back with Ruben Neves. He'll still shoot. He will shoot from anywhere, anytime.
So confident, aren't they, Wolves? They're given this license to play with freedom. You have to say their manager has given it them. Jimenez here. This is the turn. Look at that. Gets it beautifully right. Defenders all around him. Doesn't matter. When he connects with that, it's a certain goal.
Two fine finishes from Wolves. Two strikers. Into the 80s in terms of minutes now. It's back to even before the 80s for Wolves. Anthony Martial. Nemanja Matic. Last time Manchester United were here was in 2012 in the Premier League, and they won 5-0. It was 5-0 by this stage. They're crashing out of the FA Cup tonight. And Lindelof went crashing into the tackle there. And it's going to be a straight red card. Well, that is surely it. Victor Lindelof shown red. VAR will check it. But Diogo Jota's beaten him to it.
Not sure that's a red, by the way.
It looks a little on the harsh side.
It is, I think. If he gets there, look, he gets to the ball. Oof. I know people are going to say no, look, he's taken his legs, but
he's gone thundering in.
He has. I thought he was there. Maybe he missed the ball and then he's gone a bit high.
Martin Atkinson gave the straight red. Victor Lindelof's being told now that the video assistant referee is having a look, and they will judge whether this was a clear error. I suppose it's a question of judgment. And looking at it in slow motion doesn't really tell us the full picture.
No, I think it's the other leg, though, isn't it, that takes his opponent out. This is whether he gets contact on that ball first.
Lindelof would be wise not to continue the conversation with Wolves players. It's Matt Doherty who's got him on the end of the fishing line there. Martin Atkinson said there, it's his trailing leg.
Trailing leg, yeah.
Oh, when you see it like that, dangerous challenge, is it?
It is. Of course, it's a dangerous challenge. It's whether he gets to the ball or not first. And okay, you might say that doesn't matter.
It comes down to a judgment call. I'm not sure you can reverse that as a clear error. But that's what Chris Kavanagh is watching, and Chris Kavanagh has decided that it should be a yellow card and that was on the harsh side. So there we go. VAR in operation, yellow card for Victor Lindelof, and Manchester United keep a full complement on the field. Well, really important with 7 minutes plus time added on.
Yes, it was. To be honest, my gut instinct, my first instinct was that it wasn't a red card. So I'll go with the VAR for that.
Sighs of relief from the Swede. Are you happy you've just seen VAR working well?
I'm sure that everybody else will be going against it, but I thought they've done okay there, VAR. 11v11, Wolves 2, Manchester United 0.
was one of those, wasn't it? The more you looked at it, the more I thought, oh, this could be a red card.
Yes, and I think it's good as well. It's, you know, in the VAR, are they seeing that in slow-mo? Or are they seeing that in the full speed that the referee would have seen it as well?
Doherty's throw. Wolves corner. There doesn't seem to be a way out or a way back for United right now.
Just at the moment, they're managing their game beautifully, and that foul, actually, the red card that wasn't, came from Pogba being robbed in possession, not moving the ball quick enough. And Wolves really like terriers, weren't they? All round the ball, getting it back quickly.
How's your Portuguese, Martin? I think that says, Ruben Neves, can I have your shirt? But that's a total guess. Moutinho with the corner. Headed by Pogba. Nice little backheader off the back of the shoulders from Raul Jimenez. Doherty. Diogo Jota in a hurry to keep it alive. Then Donker had made a little run for him away, but it's back instead. Now it's across to Doherty. Great stuff, Wolves.
Doherty just loves it, doesn't he, in this Wolves team? People finding him.
Jimenez. Here's Diogo Jota. Cross towards Doherty. Then Donker was trying to touch it back to Ruben Neves. Instead, it's United up towards Rashford, and Rashford is caught by Cody. Free kick, another yellow card coming too.
Cody just flying in there, knows he's got to get to Rashford quickly, but just gets that one all wrong.
Booking for the leader of the Wolves pack. 2 United changes. Mata for Matic. They do like these changes that keep the names similar. Something different now, though, because Jesse Lingard is off and Scott McTominay has come on. Manchester United need some magic from Juan Mata. He's the attacking substitution made. Wolves change as well. Now this could cause a problem for a tiring Manchester United defence, because the flying machine's coming on. Adama Traore, who can be anything. Well, and Diogo Jota's getting a hero send-off.
And rightly so. He's been magnificent today. Gets his goal. Look at the applause he's getting. That's what it means. They mean to him, the fans. Last year's top goal scorer. He's still here making himself heard. By the way, this fella can run, can't he, Traore?
Doesn't always make the correct decisions at the end of the runs, but wow, can he shift, terrorises defenders.
Described him as a Ferrari with a learner driver at the wheel at times.
I've heard you say that. Held by Ruddy. Ruddy with the punt up towards Traore. Lindelof heads away. That's Andreas Pereira. Mata. Luke Shaw. Martial. Pogba. Smalling to Andreas Pereira. A slip and a stumble from Pereira. Jimenez trying to go again. And it stayed in. He is still going.
He's on fire, isn't he?
Traore. Traore's got the chance here to shoot. He didn't take it.
He's done well, hasn't he? Made the right selection.
Ruben Neves, it's sidestepped by Jean Moutinho, or rather, nutmegged himself. Oh, Wolves are getting the olays now.
Well, it's Calypso football now, isn't it? Look, pass it, move, everybody suddenly wants it.
Johnny. All the way across towards Doherty.
What a ball that was.
Then Donker. Oh, what will this sound like to Manchester United?
Well, when you think what they did to PSG on their own patch, and what Wolves are doing to Manchester United, it gives you some level of the quality of this performance today. No one's going to want to play Wolves in the next round.
Ruben Neves. Out to Doherty. This has been a tremendous spell of keeping the ball for Wolves. And there it ends, of course, as soon as I say it. Martin, we've got, well, seconds left of the 90. I think there's going to be another 5 minutes added on. Who's your nomination for man of the match?
Well, Jimenez for Wolves has been absolutely magnificent. Turning point was the goal. Quality throughout, been magnificent.
Here's Adama Traore. There's only Jimenez ahead of him at the moment. Traore. Right idea. Wrong way. So there are at least 5 more minutes. Manchester United have done this before, don't we know that? They just tonight, by and large, have rarely looked like doing it.
No, it's right. I don't think the system has helped them really, particularly. Almost been overly concerned with stopping Wolves and haven't been able to do it.
Pogba has not had one of his nights. Or maybe he has.
Just not been effective, Pogba.
Andreas Pereira. Pogba. Rashford. Not quite gone for him either. Manchester United then are left with chasing the top 4 finish and the Champions League. Barcelona
refuses to give up, doesn't he, Solskjaer?
It's happened for him too many times, instigated by him. I'm sure a trip to the Camp Nou in the Champions League quarter-finals will bring back so many memories for him. One huge one. Andreas Pereira. There's Lindelof. Here's Martial. Mata. Manchester United need a goal now to have any hope. Martial. Andreas Pereira, stopped by Moutinho. I think Manchester United wanted the free kick rather than the advantage call.
They do, but they're being contained very well here. This is Wolves, this is the defensive side of Wolves. Everybody tucks back in, back 5 goes into position.
Smalling over to Luke Shaw. Martial. Throw in for Wolves.
It's been disappointing, hasn't he, Martial? Often coming too deep. Like to see him play more as a twin striker. Not tonight, though.
It's going to be another change made. And I think Raul Jimenez is going to be the player to go off. Elder Costa's coming on. Traore. It's getting away from Lindelof. Smalling prevents the run from getting into top speed. Mata. Martial. Pogba. Pogba. Pass to Shaw. It's over McTominay. Darlow wants it edge of the box. Here's Diogo Darlow. And that's a trip. That's a free kick. That's a yellow card.
Foul on Moutinho, edge of the box. Darlow can have no complaints there. They were away again, weren't they, Wolves, on that counter-attack? Their game plan's been absolutely perfect, hasn't it? The way they're managing the game now, Wolves. The expansive play they played throughout this second half.
Raul Jimenez looks across to the touchline and sees his number 9 on the board. Here's the goal that made it 1-0.
Well, nobody getting tight enough to him. Makes that look easy. Can't stop scoring.
So the Mexican international goes off. He's now scored 13 goals in his last 25 Wolves games. He got 2 in his first 10, so he eased himself into the English style of play. And he's now a feared forward in the Premier League and, of course, in this FA Cup. And it's another man from Portugal who comes to the Molineux party now. Helder Costa is off the bench. Pogba. Wolves have another change left, and they're going to make it if they can, even though there are only seconds remaining. Martial to Shaw. Shaw is pulled it across. Rashford! Manchester United have one. It doesn't look as though there's going to be time for 2.
Well, finally, Luke Shaw runs with freedom. This is what he's good at, Luke Shaw. Look at him there, getting down that left-hand side. He's forced into crossing it, and then Rashford does the rest. Turns on that one beautifully. Can they?
Well, it's got to happen immediately. The board said 5. We've now played over 5 minutes of additional time. Wolves are rugby-style kicking for touch, as high up the field as they can get it. Juan Mata's just inquiring of Martin Atkinson. How long? How quickly do we have to do this? Pogba. Wolves win. And Wolves get into the FA Cup semi-finals for the first time since 1998. A brilliant display to knock Manchester United out. Raul Jimenez 1-0. Diogo Jota made it 2 shortly afterwards. Marcus Rashford's goal, barely consolation for a United side who've now lost 2 games in a row. For Wolves, well, they're dreaming of silverware for the first time since 1980. And the Nuno revolution continues. It's going to be hi-ho Wolverhampton all the way to Wembley. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Manchester United 1.
What a season Wolverhampton Wanderers are having. They're through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, as Guy said, for the first time in over 20 years. And what a job Nuno Santos is doing, isn't he? Eh?
Brilliant. They thoroughly deserve it. They were much the better team.